closing up for the day. And then tomorrow there's gonna be a bunch of people right here. It's the last day of my 5th month operating my food truck, food trailer, and we did our first event today. Vendors around, people walking through the area. We completed it. We are getting ready for our first event tomorrow. I'm at the trailer hours after we finished closing for our service today. Went home for a little bit and I am on the midst of prepping. I have some stuff ready, but I think tomorrow is going to be one of our best days yet. Already got a few of them ready. I think those are like 13 or 12. Of course, we have plenty of eggs. Just in assembly mode right now. Like we getting it together, y'all. Woo! And then we got to do some stuff with that. A block of cream cheese to whip to add whipped cream cheese to the unwhipped one, but it's more for a solid texture, more solid texture. It is dark out and I'm almost done doing a little this and that, finishing up the dishes, cooling off some stuff, and almost finished. Rinsed off some of those, cooling these now to put in the refrigerator. I'm gonna do some dishes. Later than I usually come, but way earlier than the event starts, so I'm still here by myself getting ready for whatever the event may hold. Cooking some English muffin with cheese, doing a little bit of a different technique that we're gonna try today. These are gonna be grab and go pre-made. So I have a flight to catch, that's why I'm up earlier than everyone else. Also, I do breakfast, so I'm advertising to my normal clientele. So they're gonna order online and come pick it up. And then once this event starts, passerbyers are gonna come as well. So we are all open for now. We do have a posted menu for prices this time. We usually don't have it because we just refer people online. Then we have some QR codes for Venmo and Cash App. Assembling a couple. That's what they look like. Our grab and go English muffin with toasted cheese on top and soft scrambled eggs. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Nicholas and welcome back to Nick's Dynasty. Let's talk more about my food truck. For those of you who don't know, I'm operating a food truck 2 days a week, part-time in the Midwest. And we mostly operate as a ghost kitchen. We are a stationary food trailer. People order online and then they come pick up the food. Of course, we do have walk-ups as well. But today we did an event. That's where food truck operators usually make their money, is going to an event. So let's talk about this event. Almost a cop-out, but it actually is at the location where I'm parked permanently. One of the vendors next door, they do a pop-up of multiple vendors, I think one weekend each month, and I happen to be able to sneak in a few hours on Saturday. Usually I'm working my main job on Saturday. I actually am working later tonight, so I got back to Detroit for work a little earlier. There's usually another flight later to Detroit at like 6 p.m., but I had to take the 2 p.m. flight because there was not that 6 p.m. flight up here to Detroit. But let's talk about my first event. Like I said, it's kind of a cop-out, and I actually was only able to open for 3 hours. I had to catch that flight at 2, so I closed around 12 advertised, but I stayed. I didn't close the door until like 12:20 or so. I over prepared for this. I made a lot of Sandos. We called this Sando Saturday. I wanted easy grab and go items, and I made maybe close to 20 or over 20. I'll have to do the numbers real quick. I'm going to say 20. For future events, I'm going to definitely write things down so I kind of know what we're doing. So essentially I had basically 11 of those left. And what I decided to do is I gave them to the food truck next door and asked him, see if he'd be willing to sell them for me for cash. I sell them for $7, and I was gonna say I give him $3 of each sale, but I'm not too sure if people are gonna go over and grab any from him. It'd be awesome if they did. But I did advertise on Instagram and Facebook and a Facebook group of foodies that's happening. So hopefully someone will go over to get it. So let's talk about this event. It didn't start until 11. I opened at 9. I got there at 7. I did a lot of prep yesterday. I didn't get to bed till 11 p.m. the night before. Woke up 6 something the night of the event, so I definitely over prepared. I just wasn't sure. I was trying to say like, okay, maybe may do 30 people, but we did have a lot of those sandos left over. I had, let's say, two egg and cheese left over. I gave one to a friend. I ate one myself. But at the last minute, I was able to sell a couple more items and brought in maybe 20 or so bucks because I went out and said, everybody, last call for breakfast sandwiches if you're hungry. Last call for breakfast sandwiches if you're hungry. We're closing in 10 minutes. And I think 3 people came when I did that, and I gave them some cards for them to try it. But for this 3 hours, we actually brought in $189 after fees. So we did gross a little bit more, but there's transaction fees with Venmo, and also my online ordering system there is transaction fees. But we did do $61.99 in cash. I normally don't do cash, but since this event, I decided to have some change and cash on hand. So we did a good amount in cash, so I was prepared for that. Only one person ordered the normal way, order ahead and pick it up later, and they happened to see that we're open on Saturday, so they made sure to order. I did see someone earlier who had Google Maps open to find us, so I guess they found us that way as well. But most of the people were from the event. And we also had 3 of my friends come by, and my parents came by as well, so that was a good chunk of change. My friend got 4 sandwiches for his board meeting for an organization. One of my friends came by to support. 2 friends came by to support. My parents came by to support. So they kind of subsidized a lot of it. But this event, if I would have stayed longer, it's going to be open till 7 p.m. I'm sure I would have done more in sales and probably had my best day. But sadly, we only did 3 hours because I had to get to my main job. For this being open, we made $63 an hour as far as sales after fees, but that does not include food costs in there. But we also got some tips as well, but we're not gonna add that into the sales figure. I got there 2 hours before, so basically today I was there 5 hours, so divide that by 189, and that's $37 an hour. I did a lot of prep work yesterday, probably 6 hours worth of prep. Potentially I was out shopping and doing this and getting stuff together, so 11 hours maybe total for this, and that's $17 an hour, not including expensive maybe. But I'm just happy I was able to do this. Doing this made us profitable for the month, I believe. Before this event, as far as my regular hours, we were down negative 30 something, but now we're net positive 107 for the month. So adding these 3 hours made us profitable for our 5th month. Next month I'm going to try to do maybe one Saturday, maybe one Wednesday, adding 2 extra hours, but I might be subtracting some extra hours because I'm going on a trip potentially, or I am going on a trip, so we'll see what next month has to store. So this event, we didn't do our normal menu. I wanted to do grab and go. We did the French toast sando as cold grab and go. And then I did some fancy egg and cheese sandwiches, egg, cheese on English muffin. I didn't even practice this until the day of. The first one I did was good, But then the last batch, so maybe 2 that I sold, I think those English muffins were a little bit harder because they sat in the oven a little bit longer before I put them together. The eggs were still nice and fluffy, and the flavors there, very much there, but the English muffin was unfortunately a little bit tough. No one's filled out the survey to let me know what that it was bad or potentially whatever, but um, we'll see. But otherwise, this is kind of hard to keep track of because I'm not fully fledged with my system. We didn't do my normal system as far as ordering with Chow now because it'd be a little bit slower for the people passing by. So 6 cash transactions, 7 passer buyers Venmo transactions, 3 Venmo transactions from friends and family, and 1 normal ordering with the Chow Now. A little hard to keep track of, but next time will be much better because I'm getting a new ordering system that's going to track everything and take card payments. If everything was through the normal method, going through the website, I know exactly what they ordered. But technically, during normal services, I don't really look at the items that are coming in. I just look at the money that's coming in, the money's coming out. But as we grow, we want to know how much we need to have on hand. Right now, I make most things made to order during the normal season, but this is an event. I'm justifying myself. We know how much money came in, money coming out. It looks like 9 the new egg sandwiches is the first time I've done that dish. Looks like 5 Sandos, even though this is Sando Saturday. I might be missing 1 or 2. 6 hash browns and 6 orders of bacon. So it looks like we did close to the same amount of things for everybody. So like I said, I brought an extra $189 before fees. A total gross is going to be this figure right here, and then total amount of tips is this right here. So the tips kind of add up, but we can't rely on tips. We want to increase our sales. But this is my first event, only 3 hours. It could have been a lot more. I hope to do maybe 3 more events this summer. I want to move to something, but the food truck is coming along. We had a second profitable month in a row, and as of May, we are up over 29% from last month. So keeping it going, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, comment below. Love to read comments. Comment below, y'all. Want to read it? Peace.